Siamo al primo capitolo di Tales of Monkey Island, l'ultimo gioco che conclude tutta la saga. Quindi mi raccomando, ragazzi, orecchie dritte, che questo è l'ultimo. Let's go. Pronti ad iniziare. Succedono cose in questo Monkey Island. Tra l'altro questo è uno dei primi capitoli in assoluto della Telltale. Proprio uno dei primi giochi che hanno fatto. È il 5, sì.
At last, my victory is at hand. Har, har, har. Behold, the legendary 13th monkey of Montevideo, whose sacrifice will eternally bind the oceans themselves to my infernal will. Arr, Impressed yet?
Half as much as I'll be when Guybrush guts your diseased carcass with his voodoo cutlass, you doddering sack of scum.
I wouldn't hold your breath waiting for any last-minute heroics, me dear. The last I saw of your mighty pirate husband, he was being torn apart by a school of my ravenous piranha poodles.
All right, LeChuck, put down the monkey and back away from my wife.
Guybrush!
Arr, Threepwood! You've led me a merry chase, but soon the dread mysteries of these ancient simians will be mine, and the seas will run red with the blood of my enemy. Har, har, har!
Yeah, well, you fight like a...
No time to waste, Guybrush. Finish enchanting that sword before LeChuck completes his spell.
I'm on it. One LeChuck defeating cursed cutlass of Kaflu coming up. Now, where did I leave those handy voodoo instructions?
They're pinned to your mast.
Oh, yeah.
Ok, allora aspettate, adesso vi abbasso un attimino il volume che è estremamente alto, quel per voi, ve lo abbasso di brutto. Intanto, allora, Riccardo, grazie per il regalo a Mickey J, grazie mille, Alo, grazie per il regalo a Mickey, ma ben arrivato Mickey tra i sub. Buonanotte Laura, buon riposo. Quindi,
You can do it, sweetie.
allora, è sempre 3D ma perché è stile Telltales, appunto.
Come to Guybrush, you spooky voodoo recipe, you. Well, I had to sail 6 of the 7 major seas to find the ingredients, but I'd finally finished the cutlass. Almost. Now all I need to do is find some fizzy root beer to spray on it, and LeChuck's as good as toast. Nicky disease toast.
Allora, abbiamo letteralmente quasi tutto, ci mancano solo pochi ingredienti. Mentine, ricetta voodoo. Allora, che cosa vuole per la ricetta voodoo? Scusa, fammela rivedere.
Looks like I've only got a couple of steps left.
Allora, gli manca della birra di radice, che deve essere frizzante, quindi probabilmente la dobbiamo gassare, e poi la dobbiamo spruzzare. Vabbè, direi che nulla di nuovo, abbiamo già utilizzato della birra di radice in faccia alle Chuck.
Nope. Nothing in there but a decade's worth of fantastic pirate voodoo.
Quindi, dove la piglio la birra di radice?
You'll be sorry when my sweet patootie gets his hands on you.
The legendary monkey casket of Kauai. I'll never forget the horrible hula of Hades I had to do to get this thing. Is this thing sloshing? 4 words you don't want to hear when you pick up a coffin.
Ok, ho appena raccolto una vara per scimmie.
I wonder how you open this thing. Aha! A salty bottle full of root beer.
C'è dentro della birra di radice.
Bet this stuff will work wonders on my cutlass.
Birra di radice frizzante sulla sciabola. Yes. E ora, le Chuck.
You'll be sorry when...
Look at him, all smug and oozing with voodoo. We'll see who's oozing after I finish my awesome voodoo spell.
You'll be sorry when my sweet patootie gets his hands on you, LeChuck.
All right, time to give this cutlass a root beer shower. What? Root beer? What kind of second-rate voodoo seltzer bottle has root
Scusata.
beer?
No problem. Delle mentine risolveranno il problema.
Whoa, this city.
Ok, sta pensando.
Prepare to meet your frosty carbonated maker, LeChuck.
Sì, questo è l'ultimo Monkey, Giorgia. L'ultimo capitolo.
Come on, get me a
Ed è bellissimo.
dirt-digging doily dipper!
Stop showboating and spray the sword, Guybrush!
I'm not showboating, I'm... Whoa. Oops.
And now we're going to die. Again. Wonderful.
Okay, no problem. I just need to find a fresh supply of impossible-to-find voodoo root beer. I sure hope there's some on Elaine's ship, because mine's as dry as a bone. And not one of those wet bones. I'm talking a dry bone.
Benissimo. Non abbiamo più la birra di radice perché l'ha fatta cadere, quindi usiamo il cannone.
I'd fire the cannon, but Elaine jettisoned all my ammo after I accidentally sunk her mother's schooner.
Stiamo per entrare nel cannone.
I wonder if there's anything useful down there. Nope, nothing but a bunch of lazy crewmen. I can't believe I spent so much time recruiting those guys.
Ma devo apportare la nave.
Elaine, my beautiful butter...
What?
I said, Elaine, my beautiful butter...
My beautiful butter?
I was gonna say buttercup, but you keep cutting me off.
Oh, Guybrush. Now stop the chuckle, we're all dead.
Elaine, you've got inordinately strong thighs. See if you can swing me that rope.
Hai delle
Not
cosce
long
davvero
enough,
forti.
But I've got a better idea.
Ha un accento inglesissimo, Len.
How'd you do
Io ho
that?
preferito il 3, Giorgia.
Spend several years at the side of Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate, without picking up a few tricks, darling.
My ship,
Maledizione di
my
Monkey
booty,
Island.
my collection of autographed sextants.
Monkey Island.
We'll buy you some more sextants later. Just stop LeChuck.
Ah, Threepwood. So good of you to join us. Saves me the trouble of having to sink your ship. Yes.
Allora,
Yes!
pondere da sparo. Andiamo sotto coperta.
I'll sleep when I'm dead. Or later tonight.
Ok, no. Diamo un'occhiata alla
I
polvere da
wondered where all
sparo.
my gunpowder went after the mother-in-law incident.
Grog.
It's Elaine's barrel of light grog. It's like real grog, only without the taste, calories, or debilitating blackouts.
Pianta
Those roots could
chuck.
really use a trim.
Ok. Abbiamo delle radici.
Let's see if we can cut back some of those unruly roots. There, much neater.
Bene, abbiamo le radici della pianta chuck. Ciao Viso, buona serata. Ma perché hai combinato? Perché il ghiaccio? Nulla. Cavoli, spero niente di grave. Rock.
A wet cutlass. Just what I've always wanted.
No, aspetta, prima dobbiamo trasformarla in birra di radice finta. Vai, butta la radice nel
Let's see if
grog.
these roots add anything to this horrible knot grog. Ugh. This root grog is bland, joyless, and jejune. It's also flat.
Non c'è problema, abbiamo le mentine.
Now that's some fizzy root grog. Bet it still tastes like monkey snot, though.
È super allergico le ciacca a questa
Okay,
roba.
you barrel of disgusting low-cal goo. Make yourself useful.
Oh no!
Booyah! Look out, LeChuck! Here comes Guybrush Threepwood's glowing sword of hot monkey vengeance!
Yes. Yes.
Hey, LeChuck!
Non mi li fa avvicinare.
LeChuck, do you mind? I'd be in the middle of an unholy ceremony here.
Lui come sempre vuole sposare
Unholy this?
Yeah, I know, but he didn't give me much to work
Hélène.
with. Hey!
Arr, arr, you can't defeat me that easily, sheepwood. Wait, what's happening?
Is that how the cutlass is supposed to work?
I don't know. It's so bright. What the heck?
Woof.
I'm human.
That's debatable.
Guybrush, quick! Finish him off!
What? Oh, right. This is for the monkeys, LeChuck.
Oh.
What are you doing? Finish him!
It's not me, it's my hand. It won't. Uh-oh. Elaine!
Oh yes. Spiace, viso. Riguardati. E Chuck è tornato umano. E parte così il quinto capitolo e ultimo della saga. E Chuck è umano e Guybrush è maledetto. E state pronti perché questo non è l'unico colpo di scena, ragazzi. Io amo il quinto capitolo perché colpi di scena sono uno dietro l'altro, proprio bam 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 bam. Caterino, Adventure Night, The Last Chapter. Io nel frattempo continuo a imbottirmi di propoli, che se no sto mal di gola mi saluta. Era molto più stiloso da fantasma, sono d'accordo. È troppo cute da essere umano. Ciao Meliora, buonasera a te. Hola.
Elaine?
Ahoy there, me hearty!
What?
Don't worry, we'll have you up and sucking back a grog in... No, I don't! My beautiful
diventato
pirate
turottiano.
don't! I'll get you for this, you craven bilge rat!
Sorry, I don't know what got into me. Oh, this can't be good.
You know, you really should have that looked at, kid.
Huh?
The name's Nipperkin. Davy Nipperkin, senior reporter, Keel Hauler Gazette. Welcome to Flotsam Island. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Actually,
Great. What's your name, where'd you come from, and how'd you get here?
Ha giusto una mano maledetta.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate, and...
Pirate, eh? Well, I believe it when I see it, kid. Still, it'd be nice to have a real genuine pirate buckling his swash around Flotsam Island again. Why, I haven't had an honest-to-goodness pirate story to write about in over 6 months. Yes, sirree, Bob. Nothing like the
Dragon Age
promise of a good
Inquisition.
pirate story to get the old journalistic juices flowing again, says I.
Niente, schiaffeggiato.
Say, just listen to me prattling on while you stand there all wet and confused and whatnot. So, what's your story, Creepwood?
Ho bisogno di una nave.
This island looks, lovely, but where can I find a ship? I really need to get back to the Rock of Gelato and find my wife.
Sì, si chiama
Well,
Rock of
there's only one
Gelato.
ship here on Flotsam Island, but it won't do you any good.
Why not?
It's the winds, Threepwand, the winds. Here on Flotsam Island, the winds are always blowing inward 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. It's a freak of nature, a fluke, a curse. Whatever you want to call it, the result is the same. Once you've landed on Flotsam Island, you're trapped.
Are you seriously telling me there's no way off this island?
Well, not by ship, anyway. The only person who I think might know a way off the island is Deep Gut.
Deep Gut, budella profonde.
Deep gut? What's a deep gut?
Deep Gut's my secret source
La
for
madre di
finding
Hélène qui.
news stories. And it's a good thing, too. Without the Gut's uncanny inter-island scoops, The Keelhaulmer Gazette would never be able to compete with those snooty prima donnas over at the Flotsam Times.
Off-island news? Hey, then he might know something about Elaine. Where can I find this deep gut?
Hold on a second, pirate boy. Davy J. Nipperkin doesn't go handing over his secret sources to every Tom, Dick, and Guybrush that washes ashore.
But I can pay you with treasure from my ship, which is probably at the bottom of the ocean by now.
Look, kid, you seem like a nice enough pirate, so I'll make you a deal.
Un accordo? Ma non voglio vestirmi da pecora, devo farlo?
A deal?
Yeah, off-island news is nice and all, but the fair citizens of Flotsam are getting tired of stories about faraway lands they'll never see again. Not to mention that I hate being beholden to this deep gut person.
Quindi,
So?
facciamo un patto.
So I need some nice, meaty local pirate
Noi
news.
gli diamo qualche storia
I
piratesca,
love
lui ci
making
fa
pirate
incontrare
news.
questo deep
That's
cut
the
che ci dirà
spirit,
dove
kid.
trovare una nave
You can
dove
translate that
poter
moxie into
poi
news-making pirate mayhem.
tornare da
I'll hand you
Elaine.
deep gut on a silver platter.
Gli altri,
Sì,
sì, gli
snap.
altri Monkey Island erano tutti tradotti,
snap.
questo no perché è stato fatto in
snap.
collaborazione con la Telltales che non traduce in italiano di solito. Giusto alcuni Walking Dead sono stati tradotti in italiano, mi sa solo il 2. I giochi della Telltales di solito sono tutti in inglese. Eccoci qua. Cartello.
Attention! Club 41, Flotsam Island's most prestigious pirate organization, is no longer accepting new applications for membership. Thank you for your continued interest and please go away.
Volevo entrare nel Club 41. No, non erano patch amatoriali negli altri Monkey Island. No, gli altri Monkey Island erano tutti tradotti. Telltales ha sempre fatto tutto in inglese, esatto. Le traduzioni della Telltales tutti amatoriali. Anche questo.
Wind still sucks. Flotsam Island endures 1,138th straight day of unwelcome winds.
Andiamo al giornale? Per prenderlo, vediamo. No, la gola.
Printer's ink, the lifeblood of the newspaper industry, lovingly harvested from squid udders.
Ah, raccolto dalle mammelle delle seppie. Ammasso di carta.
Nipperkin wasn't kidding about news being slow on Flotsam. Nipperkin wasn't kidding about news being slow on Flotsam.
Quindi io gli racconto delle storie e lui mi dice dove si trova questo booster.
Hey, Davy.
Call me Nipperkin, kid. Everyone else does.
I'd rather not.
Ah. No, anche gli altri giochi della Telltales avevano patch amatoriali, sai. Sto prendendo caramelle alla propoli.
Couldn't you just tell me how to contact Deep Gut? I'll be your best friend.
Sorry, kid, no can do.
brividi freddi.
I need pirate stories, and you need my source. Any questions?
So, what sorts of swashbuckling do you go in for around these parts?
Oh, we used to love all sorts of piracy here on Flotsam. Barely a day would go by without a good bar fight, ship seizing, or buried treasure cropping up. Now it seems like all anyone
Tra
wants to do
l'altro
is
non so
hang
se
around and
sentite
wait
le
for the
musiche
winds
in
to change.
sottofondo, ma sono
Well,
tutte
leave
le
it to me and
musiche
your sneaky
famose, le
little hand will
soundtrack
be
famose di
bubbling
Monkey
over with
Island
buccaneering
rielaborate.
boisterousness before you know it. Bye.
Keep up the pirating, kid. I'm rooting for you.
Porta del tribunale.
I guess court isn't in session today, which is probably a good thing considering all the laws I'll be breaking.
Volantino.
Pirates plundering your palace? Buccaneers bashing your balustrades? Swashbucklers slicing your stomachs? Then you need Morgan Le Flay, pirate hunter par excellence.
Morgan Le Flay.
Great, a pirate hunter. I need that like I need a fourth nipple.
Perché ha un quarto capezzolo? Vuol dire che ne ha un terzo?
Alphabet sale.
Greg!
3 vowels while supplies last.
Ma ciao Greg, bellissimo! Cavoli, quasi 2 anni qua con noi. Grazie mille Greg per questi quasi 2 anni insieme e grazie per il tier 2. Buonasera, buonasera, buonasera. Abbiamo appena iniziato il quinto e ultimo capitolo della saga di Monkey Island. Sono felicissima che tu sia arrivato, visto che dai, avevi seguito gli altri, così ti vedi almeno il finale della saga. Ben arrivato. Io ho 3 capezzoli, è più comune di quanto si creda. C'è anche una mia amica che ha 3 capezzoli, è vero?
It's locked.
effettivamente è vero, non è una cosa così strana. Bravo, Gnau.
Holy screaming starfish! I think I've just found my ride off this stinking island.
Not so fast, my well-coiffed friend.
Who?
Reginald Van Winslow, captain of the Screaming Narwhal. And you are?
Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Oh, really? What can I do for you, Mr. Mighty Pirate?
Come ci sei finita, Flotsam?
How'd you end up on Flotsam?
Same as everyone else here, lad. The winds! I was chasing some brigand that had stolen my hard-earned booty, when all of a sudden, Flotsam's capricious winds picked up my ship, shredded it to bits, and plunked me down here on her bounteous shores.
È davvero una
Nice
nave
ship.
strana.
Were you drunk when you built it?
Good one, boyo. But I didn't build the Screaming Narwhal. It was assembled by a committee of concerned
Pensa chi in
Flotsam citizens.
Were they drunk?
No, but they had to use whatever floated ashore. Hence, the aforementioned constructed by Saltsnook.
Come sei diventato,
Well, if
capitano?
you didn't build the narwhal, why are you the captain?
By tradition, whoever knocks the captain of the Screaming Narwhal off the deck gets to be the captain.
Quindi,
Until he's knocked off by the
avete
next
sentito?
guy.
Chiunque
So all
riesca
I
a
have to do
buttare
is
giù
knock
il
him off,
capitano
huh?
da quella nave diventa lui stesso il capitano. Quindi dobbiamo buttarlo giù.
Heave to and strike your colors. I've come to seize your ship.
You have? Jolly good. No one's been man enough to take the Screaming Narwhal for over 2 years.
He's got a really good attitude for someone who's about to lose his ship.
Perché sei così felice che dice questo?
Why are you so happy about me seizing your ship?
I love a good challenge. Girds the mind and sharpens the loins, don't you know?
Huh?
Don't you know?
Be seeing you.
I look forward to it.
Ok, dobbiamo trovare un modo per salire.
The weather never ever does a thing
Catena.
for
Nothing more piratey than the old climbing up the anchor trick. Oh, dang.
No!
You'll
Sono
have to
castagne
do better than
cotte.
that, lad.
Dai, ma mi ha tirato delle castagne. Almeno credo siano castagne. Proviamo da qui. Asse.
Prepare to be boarded, then, Winslow.
Dobbiamo trovare un modo per abbordarlo.
Oh,
Per il grasso.
Bacon grease, boyo. Slickest stuff in the 7 seas.
Oh, crud. This jacket was an anniversary present. And now it's all covered with bacon grease. Man, is Elaine gonna be PO'd.
Sì, penso che lei se la... Vabbè, ma lei se la prende per tutto. Ok. Piano B. Usiamo questa. Oh no, me l'ha rimandato indietro. Ok, dobbiamo trovare un modo per buttarlo giù.
The weather never ever does a thing for me.
Il dottore è occupato.
What a crummy sconce. I'd better pick this up before someone trips over it.
Quindi sto rubando un portafiori. Ho appena rubato un portafiori. Sì?
I know you're supposed to stop and smell the flowers, but this pot looks like someone's taken it a wee bit too literally. The doctor is busy.
E quindi non posso entrare?
I'm not sure whether this is late Rococo or early creepy.
Porta. Ah, ma aspetta, non mi ci va a parlare con quello, no.
My nose!
Sounds like he's busy.
Ok, possiamo uscire e tornare indietro. Dobbiamo abbordare questo signore. Che faccia seria, Guybrush.
And the dead winds crash.
Allora, macchia di grasso.
Oh, and a bottle of grog.
Ew.
Vediamo un po' se possiamo a trovare altri oggetti.
Set sail!
Unicorni
Wow.
di vetro.
Never thought I'd see a pirate selling glass unicorns for a living.
Aye, and I never thought I'd see a talking baboon. So I guess we're even.
There has to be another way onto that ship. Something a little... Ahoy there, scruffy artisan. I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Pirata che costruisce
Ahoy
unicorni di
yourself!
vetro.
I be Gaffer Cryptdigit, pirate glassblower.
What's this alphabet sale all about?
It's the latest thing. I make unbreakable tubes in the shapes of letters, which can be used to create festive, illuminated
Io voglio
business
un'insegna
signs,
festiva.
novelty mementos,
Ciao
or
Antec,
lamps.
buonasera.
Kitschy.
Aye, very cap. Consonants cost 38 pieces of 8. But today I'm giving away one free vowel per customer. Would you like a vowel?
Vorrei una di quelle
I
vocali.
think I'd like one of those free vowel tubes.
You'd like to buy a vowel, eh? Here you go.
A
Che
U?
bello.
What about A, E, I,
Una U
O,
di vetro.
or even Y?
All sold out. All we got is U-tubes these days.
Sono rimasti solo gli YouTube.
How'd a crusty pirate like yourself wind up making little glass unicorns?
Listen, matey. Glass blowing's every bit as dangerous as sailing the Spanish Main. One false move with your glass jack near the glory hole, and you can kiss your eyeballs goodbye.
I can? I'm not sure that's biologically possible.
No, puoi scegliere, piazza. C'è sia quello a caso che quello che puoi scegliere tu.
So, unicorns, huh?
Aye, graceful, delicate creatures they are. Though, to be honest, they aren't selling so well to the pirate community at large. For my next project, maybe I'll be making something that really
Sono
speaks
felice,
to them.
Vanquish, che ti stia
Assuming I
piacendo.
can ever sell these blasted horny
Abbastanza gnocco.
buggers.
Thanks for chatting, but I got a wife and arch nemesis to return to.
Aye, who doesn't?
Allora, ora abbiamo una YouTube che possiamo usare. Ma prima diamo un'occhiata a Flotsam Island. Pirata corpulento.
Hi. Ah, who are you? I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. And you are?
Joaquín Jacinto de Mera Alfonso de Oro, treasure hunter extraordinaire.
Che ci fai qui?
What were you doing down there?
Nothing.
It
No,
looked like you were
davvero,
playing
Ariel?
with dolls.
No, non l'avevo visto.
They're not dolls. They're
Spettacolo.
polyarticulated porcelain power pirates.
Sono giochi vecchi, Pandamon.
What kind of treasure do you hunt? Gold doubloons? Silver triploons?
Anyone can find gold or silver. I look for the rarest of pirate treasures.
I'm almost certain I'm going to regret asking this, but what is the rarest of all pirate treasures?
Porcelain power pirates.
Pirati di porcellana.
What in the name of Davy Jones's closet organizer are porcelain power pirates?
They're the rarest and coolest action figures
Ariel.
ever. I've been
Ho
tracking
visto
them
che
with the
che la
porcelain
usate
power
molto quella
pirate
sezione,
treasure
però ammetto
maps
di non
hidden
guardarla
in
spesso.
special boxes of porcelain power pirate perp flavored breakfast cereal. I've spent years tracking them down, and I've almost got the full set.
How many PP pirates do you have left?
I PP
The only
Pirates.
power pirate I have not found is the ultra
Porcelain
rare, impossible
powerful
to
pirate.
find dark
PP
ninja
pirate.
Dave with killer karate katana. I thought I might find it here on Flotsam Island.
Gli manca solo
but
Ninja
I got
Dave con la
scammed.
katana.
Scam?
Yes, some guy in a plaid jacket with waving arms sold me a Ninja Dave map, but he just keeps sending me in circles.
What makes Dark Ninja Dave so rare?
Because
Avete
a
visto la
bunch of
mano nel frattempo che si
pirate
pagavano i
parents
suoi?
had him banned on account of his pointy killer karate katana accessory. They said it was a choking hazard. Wimps.
Did the wind shipwreck you on Flotsam Island too?
Yes, but I came here voluntarily in search of the elusive Dark Ninja Dave porcelain power pirate action figure.
Cioè, è venuto volontariamente, ok. Chiediamogli di
Mind
dare
if I
un'occhiata
take a
alla
look at that
mappa.
map?
Ciao Jules!
It's useless.
Buonasera.
I'll let you know if I find anything. You're sure this Dark Ninja Dave is a valuable treasure, right?
It's the stuff that dreams are made of. Porcelain dreams.
Che io voglio dei sogni di porcellana.
What's that big pink pile of dolls?
Action figurines.
Okay, what's that big pink pile of action figurines over there all about?
Those are my extra pink pajama Pierres, the lamest and least valuable of the porcelain power pirates.
Pink pigiama
I
Pierre.
love pink pajama Pierre with the white hot intensity of a
super fun.
million exploding cannonballs.
Sacco bello, Mister. È stato scammato da Stan. Guarda, è Dark Ninja Dave.
Look, it's a Ninja Dave figure with throwing star action.
Well,
Ok, vai.
I didn't see anything.
Sorry, must have been a leak.
Posso averne una?
Can I have one of your pink pajama Pierres?
No.
But I thought you didn't like them.
That doesn't mean I don't want them.
Poteva darmene uno. Vediamo questa mappa.
That jungle sure is noisy.
Ok, allora questa è la mappa per trovare Dark Ninja Dave. È sicuramente uno scam.
Hello again.
Hi.
Vediamo se riesco a distrarre e
Doing that.
rubargliene una.
Look, it's a Ninja Dave figure with throwing star action.
Well,
Ah, forse è per scambiarle.
Okay, Guybrush. It's only a little porcelain. Just close your eyes and
È
be
vero!
happy
Guybrush
friends.
non tocca la porcellana, gli fa senso.
Ew.
Ok, ne ho appena
are
rubato
you
uno.
messing with me?
Gli fa
What?
schifo la porcellana, Guybrush. Ciao Stefanus, buonasera. Comunque sono riuscita a rubare un action figurine. Action figurine. Oh, allora. Possiamo usare la mappa.
I
Questo
wish
è
I
un
were
pezzo
the
dei desideri.
mightiest pirate ever.
Arr, no!
Yikes.
Voglio essere il pirata più forte di sempre, è diventato le Chuck. Allora, dobbiamo usare questa nel pozzo. Ok. Poi, una volta che la usiamo nel pozzo,
That jungle
dobbiamo
sure is noisy.
trovare un cinghiale e poi una scimmia. Dobbiamo seguire il suono del cinghiale. Questa parte me la ricordo. Uccellini. Ape. Cinghiale. Questa parte,
So far,
guys,
so
era
good.
stra difficile. Io me la ricordo adesso perché comunque l'ho fatta tante volte. Però questa... No, che poi non è vero. Questo l'ho giocato una volta sola, però me lo ricordo. Poi, scimmia. Dobbiamo trovare la scimmia. Ape. Aspetta, le bombe.
Smilin' Stan's Young Miss Mini Bombs. All the punch of larger mini bombs packed into a smaller package for petite
Sono
pirate
i
hands.
piccoli sorrisi di Stan, queste bombe.
You know, I better just take all of them.
No, l'ho giocato una volta sola questo qua. Però evidentemente mi ricordo bene questo enigma.
This looks promising.
Ok. Poi bisognava ascoltare i suoni
That jungle
ambientali, non
sure
era
is
così
noisy.
facile. Questo capitolo sarà 2002 forse? 2005? Non è vecchissimissimo. Poi ape. Ape e poi scimmia.
Curious. That oyster shell looks so empty without a pearl.
Figlia. No, prima ape. Ecco l'ape.
So far, so good.
Adesso scimmia. No? Qua. Ok, scimmia. Poi cinghiale, ape, uccellini. Cinghiale. Ho sbagliato. Ah, mi
This looks
riporta
promising.
dall'inizio. Ok. Sono andata avanti troppo veloce. Allora.
That jungle sure is
Cinghiale.
noisy.
Scimmia, ape. Cinghiale.
So far, so good.
Scimmia. Ape. Poi da qua. Se basta distrarsi un attimo, se sbaglia ti rifà fare tutto. Allora, scimmia, cinghiale, ape. Scimmia.
Pew pew, pew pew pew.
No, serve il cinghiale. Dov'è il cinghiale, scusami? Ah, di qua. Cinghiale, adesso ape. Ok. Poi
That jungle sure is noisy.
uccellino.
Wonder what sort of hideous sacrificial rites were performed on this ancient altar. Tastes like chicken.
No, aspetta, mi sono dimenticata. L'ultimo era uccellini. Qua. Ok, uccellini ed ecco la X che segna il punto.
dang. Looks like someone already dug up this treasure.
Poi, hanno
If
già
this
preso il
Morgan Le
tesoro.
Fay pirate hunter is half as nasty as his ads, I'd better give him a wide berth. That jungle sure is noisy.
Ok. Ma allora, tecnicamente questo dovrebbe essere il punto. Ma
I don't want to bury that.
no, questo.
I don't want to bury that.
Oh, ora ricordo. Dobbiamo far credere al tizio che questo sia il nascondiglio di Dark Pyjama Dave, lì come si chiama? Di Dark Ninja Dave. Perché pigiama? Ora ricordo. Allora, prima cosa da fare: immergere questa figurina rosa nell'inchiostro. Oh, Giulia, ciao! Giulia Paralis, bentornata! Ma ciao Giulia bella, grazie mille per il supporto, come stai? Stai giocando a Genshin Impact? Conoscendoti sicuramente sì. Ciao bella, che ben ritrovata!
Arr, Pink Pajama Pierre, you foiled me plans for the
Dai.
last time. Prepare to meet your maker in the heaven depths of the
Immaginavo,
inky
Giulia,
sea.
anche noi qua siamo super in chiusone con Genshin.
Is this the end of Pink Pajama Pierre?
I guess it's true. Black really is slimming.
Bene, ora ci serve una piccola spada per trasformarlo. Oh, forse lui ce l'ha una piccola spada, vediamo.
Free fowls!
Hai fatto
Get
una
him wild
spada?
there!
I'm back.
Aye, so you are.
No,
I'll let you return to your fancy schmancy glass blowing.
and
Aye,
she's meant
and I'll let you return to being a pest.
It's locked.
Arr. The only people allowed in me studio are me, myself, and I.
la spongia grande. Oddio,
Free
Arrows!
fowl!
È vero!
Get him wild there, fowls!
La spongia grande. Oh, felice che ti sia piaciuto, Amex. Spiaggia, banchina. Entrata della giungla. Tesoro sepolto. Non è ancora abbastanza. Non se voglio farlo passare per per il coso lì, Dark Dave figurine.
Unicorns! Get your
No,
hand
qui
blown glass
manca
unicorns!
Quello mi manca. Mai neanche visto Tales of Monkey Island, è bellissimo, io lo adoro sto capitolo. È molto sottovalutato per il semplice fatto che l'ha fatto la Telltale insieme
I'm
alla
not sure whether
LucasArts,
this is
però è
late
veramente
Rococo or
carino.
early creepy.
Non ricordo se dovevo fare qualcosa qua col pesce spada.
I don't think that a YouTube would be useful there. I'm not sure whether this is late Rococo or early creepy.
Sa che mi devono aprire. Buonanotte, Amex.
Listen to the anchor till he's over.
I don't think it would look good there. I don't want to blow that up.
Uffa.
Let's try that again. Yep, still pointless.
Questo? Ah, dici quell'avventura che mi consigliavi? Ma sai che non la conosco quella lì.
Hey, there's something in this sock. Club 41. Probationary member number 37.
Ho,
Reginald
ho
Van
un
Winslow.
tesserino per
This
il
should come in handy.
club 41. Ora possiamo entrare. Carasu, buonasera. Passo al volo per la condivisione. Buona serata. Grazie Carasu per essere passato. Monkey. Spero di ritrovarti presto, Carasu. Spero che riuscirai ad avere un po' di tempo per noi. Ciao, bellissimo, bentornato per il 30° mese. Buona serata. Ciao. Oh, Johnny! C'è anche Johnny stasera, ma che bello! Ma ciao, Johnny! Tu come stai? Tutto bene? Io sto covando l'influenza, mi sa. Non ho qualche cosa. Ma intanto salviamo, perché ogni tanto è meglio salvare. No? Allora, mi serve
Wow,
la testina
never
di
thought
questo
I'd see a
ricorno.
pirate selling glass unicorns for a living.
Aye, and I never thought I'd see a talking baboon. So I guess we're even.
I don't want to blow that up.
Come no?
I don't think that a YouTube would be useful there.
Cosa li dovevo usare?
I don't think a flower sconce would enhance the feng shui right here.
Cavoli. Devo spaccare questi unicorni perché mi serve una testina di unicorno. Forse era dopo però. Un covarde.
It's locked.
No one allowed in there but keel hauler employees, Leetwood. You're thinking of becoming a reporter?
Oh, heck no.
Beh sì. Ah, ma guarda, io tutti gli anni ci finisco Benedetta in ottobre. Ho la tessera.
Card.
Card? Oh, yes, my membership card. Here you go.
Very
Ora ce l'ho.
good, Captain Van Winslow. Here's your blindfold.
Blindfold?
Come now, sir. You know the rules. All probationary Club 41 members must wear blindfolds inside the club.
Right, how silly of me.
Very good, sir. Mind the step.
I've heard you make a mean gragatini.
Get out!
Nachos!
I'm so sorry. Sorry. Ow!
E Guybrush come sempre che distrugge qualsiasi cosa.
No! Out for his hand!
Tuck the hand off me, you cracker croaker!
La mano di Guybrush.
What a fight! That was spectacular, Driftwood. Best pirate brouhaha I've seen in months.
I don't know what got into me. It was like my hand was possessed or something.
Possessed, you say? Sounds like there may be a follow-up story
possedute.
there. Keep feeding me these Boffo pirate stories, Threepwood. I'll be handing over the secrets of Deep Cut before you know.
Noi lui ogni tanto ci facciamo una partitina. Oggi ad esempio abbiamo giocato un po' di COD, però sì, ogni tanto sai che anche noi li becchiamo i cheater. A volte
What
c'è,
the-
tipo settimana
Look, one of
scorsa
those
c'era un
miniature swords with an
team di
olive in
gente
my
che ci
groggy
faceva
team.
laggare.
I hate those things.
Cioè proprio solo il nostro party laggava. Cioè, pingavamo tipo 200 tutti quanti. E cioè io la giga, figurati se pingo 200. E loro pingavano 30, cioè cose assurde. Allora, spada grogatini, questa la possiamo usare con... Eccolo qua, con Dave. Tada!
Between the cool black tights and the dangerously pointy accessory, Pajama Pants Pierre is starting to look halfway collectible.
Yep. Considerate che deve diventare più o meno così, quindi direi che ci siamo. Ninja action figure. Abbiamo Pigiama Dave, possiamo andare a sotterrarlo.
Free vowels! Get him wild there, vowels!
Tesoro sepolto, let's go. No, davvero, dai, cheats Among Us no, che tristezza. Già hanno rovinato Fall Guys, che era pieno di cheater. Pizza, veramente, perché la gente non riesce a giocare con le proprie capacità?
Dark Ninja Dave with killer katana cutlass waits stealthily for famed out-of-shape pirate hunter
Ma poi qual è
Joaquin
il
Doro to
senso
find
di giocare in quel modo? Ok, vai, a X segna il punto. Ora diciamogli che esiste davvero un Pigiama Dave, non Pigiama Dave, un Ninja Dave. L'abbiamo seppellito. Amico.
Take that!
Hello again.
Stop doing that!
Great news, Doro. I think your map isn't a
Brendo,
rip-off after all.
buonasera!
It isn't?
È già
Oh,
passato un anno
I
in tua
never found
compagnia, mi
anything with
dispiace
you.
solo non esserci
You must
stato
have been
tanto
reading
per
it
colpa di
wrong.
internet,
Here,
ma il
follow
mio
me.
aiuto cerco di darlo sempre. Oh, ma grazie a te, Brendo, buon anniversario!
And
Oh, ma che bello!
X marks the spot.
Mi dispiace
See? I
tanto
told
di,
you I could
di
find
averti
it.
visto per poco.
I better start digging.
Grazie, 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 Brendo, buon anniversario.
I hope it's not as deep as the other ones.
Vai, lo rendiamo felice.
Madre de Dios! Dark Ninja Dave!
Con l'oliva.
Chile karate katana! Dark Ninja Dave! Dark Ninja Dave! Finally! The full set of porcelain power pirates is mine! All mine! Ow! I got dirt in my eye.
My ears deceive me, or did that portly pirate just dig up a buried treasure?
He sure did, with a little help from Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Well, that's fantastic. We haven't had a good buried treasure story in weeks. I'd better catch up with that wheezy pirate before he has a coronary, or worse, starts talking to those boobs from the Times. Snappy pirating, Threepwood. Keep this up, and the secrets of Deep Gut'll be all yours.
Oh yeah. No, non spenderci, Giulia. Ma non spenderci, non ha senso. Guarda, io sto giocando da free to play, cioè la roba ti esce tanto prima o poi. Non ha veramente senso spenderci, le percentuali sono talmente basse che veramente, cioè, secondo me shoppare non ha senso. Non lasciarti traviare, fidati che ci puoi giocare tranquillamente da free to play. Io sto giocando da free to play, sono in endgame, ho fatto praticamente tutto, sto facendo l'ultima quest. L'unica cosa che veramente può influire è l'Abyss, ma sti cavoli, cioè io cercherò di farlo più avanti possibile. Però veramente, cioè, alla fine è un gioco dove non hai bisogno di spendere per forza. Almeno, non ancora. Ok, allora torniamo, tesoro sepolto, qua l'abbiamo trovato. Torniamo all'entrata. Ok, non c'è più niente qui. Ma Johnny, il fatto è che quello è un gacha. Cioè hai tipo lo 0,6% di percentuale cioè per trovare un 5 stelle. Per quello che dico non è molto worth it shoppare su quel gioco, per il semplice fatto che le percentuali sono davvero così basse che non è che dici sai shoppi e trovi qualcosa. Cioè veramente ci siamo guardati insieme video di gente che si è spesa $600 o anche di più e letteralmente non gli è uscito un cacchio. Cioè c'è caso che spendi e non ti esce neanche niente. Per quello che dico non è worth it. Ma se io gli metto una bomba nei
Now,
calzini?
these size 9 bombs won't fit in that size 3 sock.
Ma Ma possono entrare forse...
That's a good idea, but I should probably try lighting it first.
Sì. Allora, come l'accendo? Col grasso?
The weather never ever does a thing for me.
I don't want to blow that up.
Invece sì. Allora, mi serve qualcosa per accenderla. E poi gli metto la bomba nei
The dead
mutandoni.
winds crest you. Oh, in the bottle of grog.
Del bottle of grog.
Davy,
What do you got for me, sleep good?
I've still got some questions about those acts of piracy.
Fire away, kid. I'm a font of information. What do you want to know?
Ok, adesso so
I'm
già.
drawing a blank.
Mi serve un
I hate it when that
accendino.
happens.
Flip good. Sì, ma non c'è nessuno che becca il suo cognome. E il Brosh ed io condividiamo la stessa maledizione.
Whoever built this jail really wanted to put the bird in the brig. Those eye carvings are creepy.
Dove posso trovare un accendino?
Well, that's not gonna work.
Non qui. Sì. È la maledizione della mano. Ah, hai ragione! Il braciere. Ecco come si faceva. È vero, bravo. Thanks.
I never ever do a thing about the weather, 'cause the weather never ever does a thing
Qua.
for me.
Catena. Bravissimo.
Oh, dang.
Hot, hot, hot. Ow!
Ecco, è vero. Dovevamo sporcare di grasso
And now the
e
dock
poi
is
dare
smoldering.
fuoco.
Perfect.
E ora pronti con la bomba.
Okay, now what? It's a good thing Winslow's undies have so much crotchal support.
Go!
Oh, monkey spit. Yeah, those are some sturdy undies.
Ok. Dovevo fare qualcos'altro, mi sa, prima. Perché lui se no me la rimanda indietro.
Oh, in the bottle of grog.
Allora, aspettate che devo riprendere un'altra bomba. Che adesso non l'ho più. Questa è la zona delle bombe. Devo andare a piedi. Troppo tardi. Eh sì, infatti dovevo fargliela portare la bomba, sì.
According to this, it's Sunday, the 12th of Manatee.
Domenica 12 di Manato. Di qua, di qua, di qua. La zona bombe. Non era qui. Ah, dove erano le bombe?
Curious. Curious.
Oh! Guardate dove
What's
siamo
the word?
finiti.
I'm selling these fine leather jackets.
What's the word?
Keel hauler.
What's the word?
È una voce familiare.
You sound awfully familiar.
What's the word?
Oh no.
Nipperkin.
Ci torneremo. Ah, ma me le ha date, ok. Sì, no, credevo che me le avesse tolte le bombe. Credevo di dovergliele ridare, cioè di doverle andare a riprendere ogni volta, invece non è vero. Riproviamo.
That sock needs a good darning. Darn you, sock!
I never ever do a thing about the weather, 'cause the weather never ever does a thing for me.
Bene, cerchiamo di non esplodere. Allora.
Alley-oop!
Uh-oh. Hey!
No, devo riuscire a mettere nei pantaloni.
The weather, 'cause the weather never ever does a thing for me.
Too late.
That hurt.
And the dead winds crashed you. Oh, and the bottle of grub.
Devo metterla lì.
Okay, now what?
Sì, ma sono bombe, sono le bombe, le smiley bombe di Stan, sono fasulle. Sono come tutte le robe di Stan, sono degli scambi.
I don't want to blow that up.
Come no? Ma perché non me lo fa girare? Io ricordavo che dovevo fare qua. Forse era così. Perché dovevo mettere questo dentro e poi tipo passare da sotto. Proviamo. Sì, mi sa che era così.
No, don't, please.
No, no, please, guardalo.
You'll have to be a lot sneakier than
Sì,
that
sì, era così.
if you want to knock me off, lad.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
What? Clever boy.
Sì, era così. Bellino.
Well
Oh no,
played,
please.
Master Threepwood. Or should I say, Captain Threepwood.
Captain?
Aye, now that you've bounced me off the screaming
Siamo
narwhal,
i nuovi
you're
capitani
officially its
del
captain.
narvalo
Until
urlante.
someone else comes along and knocks you off.
Sweet.
Aye, bloody well sweet it is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some massive internal hemorrhaging to attend
Scusami,
to.
avrei delle massicce emorragie interne a cui badare.
I just
È
got
un
a tip
sacco
there's
bello
some kind of
questo
wanton piracy going on around here.
Not just any wanton piracy, a genuine ship seizure committed by none other than Captain Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. Guybrush is one word.
Wonderful! I could probably get a week's worth of stories out of this. You know, Threepwood, you've got spunk. Pirate spunk.
Ew.
Now, why don't you take a walk with me back to the keel hollow? Tell me a little bit more about yourself.
Well, it all started back on Melee Island. And that's how I wound up here on Flotsam Island.
Well, I don't know how you did it, Seafood. But thanks to you, I've got enough sordid swashbuckling stories to keep the Flotsam Keel Hauler Gazette afloat for months. That'll show those bozos over at the Times.
Yeah, that's, great. Now, about Deep Gut.
My pleasure, Threepwood. Sit tight while I make you a copy.
Copy?
Tammy, give me a copy of the Deep Gut file. Pronto. Right away, Mr. Nipperkin. Here you go, kid. Everything you need to know to contact Deep Gut. Don't let anyone know I gave this to you,
È la parola
okay?
d'ordine.
My editor will put me on deep cover in the obituary beat. Catch my drift?
Not really, but...
Great! Now, if you'll excuse me, Ace reporter Davy Nipperkin's got some headlines to grab.
Finally! Now I can ask this deep-gut person how to get off this island and back to Elaine. Seems simple enough.
Deadline. Sappiamo già come arrivarci. Sono arrivata prima per caso. Non credo ci sia un significato vero e proprio piatto, cioè credo che sia veramente randomica come cosa. Ciao Narca. Oh, ne sono contenta. Mi spiace che sono stanco. Dalla profonde. Ma abbiamo la parola d'ordine this time.
What's the word?
Deadline.
Deadline.
E ora pronti.
Welcome, Guybrush.
The voodoo lady!
Oh.
Boy, am I glad to see you. I've got so many questions.
There'll be time enough for questions later. But first, hand me the LeChuck Slayer.
The what?
The cursed cutlass of Kaflu. Now that LeChuck has been destroyed, the cutlass must be ritually dismantled in a soul-chilling voodoo ceremony to ensure that his evil never reawakens.
Yeah, about that.
La ricetta, ho seguito la ricetta alla lettera, ma Elaine ha scombinato le cose. Ho seguito la ricetta per la sciabola.
I tried to destroy LeChuck with the cutlass, but I had to make some last-second substitutions, and there were some complications.
Soldo di cacio.
What
Non
manner
sapevo.
of
Guybrush soldo di
complications?
cacio.
Well, the cutlass didn't so much annihilate LeChuck as it turned him human.
What?
I couldn't believe it either. Personally, I think it's a trick.
The human LeChuck. This is troubling.
Can you help me?
I'll do as much as the fates allow, but I fear that you will not like what I have to say.
Puoi dirmi se Elaine sta
Can you
bene?
tell me if Elaine is okay?
The view is hazy. Ask again later.
Later? But she could be in danger, or dead, or worse.
I only know what the spirits reveal, Guybrush Treewood.
Then what in the name of Satan's comb-over are you good for, you bloated old sea hag?
What was that?
That was the Parks of LeChuck.
Who the what now?
The Parks of LeChuck. When your improperly enchanted cutlass turned LeChuck into a human, all the evil voodoo juju within him had to go somewhere. Were you touching him at the time?
I was. Does that explain the antisocial behavior and the crude gestures?
Yes. Some of LeChuck's evil
Ciao,
has seeped
Caraggio,
into your
buonasera.
hand.
Do you have a cure?
No, but I know where you can find
La
one.
nostra mano ha assorbito
feel
la
a
maledizione
pirated
di
quest
LeChuck.
coming on.
La Fox.
To eliminate the Parks of LeChuck, you must seek out La Esponja Grande.
La esponja
The
grande.
big sponge?
La Esponja Grande is no ordinary sponge, Treewood. It is a legendary sea sponge with incredible voodoo
Dobbiamo esfoliare
exfoliating
la nostra
abilities,
mano voodoo con
capable
la
of absorbing
Esponja Grande.
limitless quantities of voodoo mojo.
Where can I find it?
I have never seen it myself, but a former friend of mine, Coronado de Cava, spent many years searching for it. I last saw him in the Jerkbait Islands. Take this locket to him, and tell him I vouch for your character.
I'll get right on it after I find Elaine.
That would be unwise, Guybrush. The Parks of LeChuck must be eliminated before it spreads.
Whatever. Can you help me get off Flotsam Island? I've got a ship, but it won't do me any good with these crazy winds.
I'm afraid the winds of Flotsam are controlled by forces beyond my control, Guybrush. Perhaps someone in town can help you.
Ok, quindi... Puoi dirmi dove è LeChuck?
If you can't tell me about Elaine, can you at least tell me where LeChuck is?
Without a mark of the voodoo on him, LeChuck's whereabouts are a mystery to me.
Assuming that I do go looking for La Esponja Grande after I get off this island, what else can you tell me about it?
It's a giant magical sea sponge capable of absorbing immense voodoo energies. If there's anything that can mop up all of LeChuck's evil mojo,
Basta chiedermi
it's
di
the
Grim
sponge.
Fandango. Allora, cheat. In Monkey Island 3 c'è un sottobicchiere con scritto sopra chiedimi di Grim Fandango. E Guybrush sbrocca e dice basta, non voglio più sapere di Grim Fandango.
You know, you've been helping me out for years, and I still don't know your name.
Names have power, Guybrush Threepwood. Only a fool willingly gives it away.
Does my name have power?
Sure, why not?
Come si è finita questa?
How'd you end up on Flotsam Island?
I go where I am needed.
Tu stai buttando.
So you're Deep Gut? Davy Nipperkin's source of off-island news?
Yes.
Why?
The price of a voodoo lifestyle is not merely spiritual, little pirate. It also requires a substantial financial commitment.
Voglio sapere
Tell
di
me
più
more
del
about this
medaglione.
locket.
It was
Ciao,
given to me by my
Alexander.
friend, Coronado de Cava.
Why do
voglio
you
che la
keep
gente
putting
mi chieda di
dramatic
Grim Fandango.
pauses around friend? Was Coronado...
Yes, he was my boyfriend.
Icky.
We met in the Jerkbait Islands many years ago. I
Avuto
fell in
lei
love
aveva
with his
aveva
treasure
un
hunting
fidanzato.
mind and his beautiful eyes. He fell in love with my voodoo charms and my supple.
La 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 la, not listening.
Like a volcano! But after several months of ocean steaming passion, our love cooled after he became obsessed with the myth of La Esponja Grande. When we parted, he gave me that locket.
Sad. And disquietingly graphic.
Mannaggia la cuffia. Diciamo che sto un po' così.
Well, this has been
Aigu.
disturbing, but I've got an
Aigu.
island to escape, a wife to find, and
Sì,
apparently a
infatti
giant
Fandango,
voodoo-sucking
anche la
sponge to
remastered.
hunt.
May the fates guide you, Guybrush Threepwood.
Could be better. Ingredienti
Can't you use all the magical gunk in these bottles to cure my hand?
The pox of
Try to
LeChuck
not use
can
the
only be
headset,
cured with La
the phones
Esponja
are,
Grande.
without batteries, so I had to recharge it. So I have to use
What's
this.
this?
I recently found this contraption in a swamp. I have yet to plumb its mysteries.
Lui pigia tutti i tasti. Pigio. Ancora. Serve una combinazione. Teschio, voodoo lady, lozione per mano.
International House of Mojo brand hand lotion. Good for removing warts, curses, hexes, and unsightly buboes. Warning, not for use against poxes, especially the pox of LeChuck. Rats. Knock knock.
Guybrush, don't.
Who's there?
No.
It's me, Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. It's me, Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Oh no.
You fool.
What?
I've spent months crafting a pyrite parrot of Petaluma and you've ruined it before it was finished. Now I'll have to start all over.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Poverino. Prenderò questo pappagallo.
Hey, if you're done with
di
this, can I have it?
Fine. It's of no use to me now.
Who's the studliest pirate in the whole wide world? It's me, Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Scemo.
It's locked.
Yes, and it will remain locked until it's ready to reveal its secrets many moons from now.
frozen chicken gizzard, frozen newt eyes, snake venom popsicles, frozen chicken
posso
gizzard,
aprirlo, no?
frozen newt eyes, snake venom popsicles.
Lo volevo io quel pappagallo carino. Piccolo santuario
What's this?
That is a shrine to Noor Treblig, keeper of the crossroads.
What's this?
That is a shrine to
Niente.
Noor
Lo
Treblig,
volevo usare.
keeper of the crossroads.
Notte narca, buon riposo. Notte.
Wait,
What?
perhaps I can help you escape from Flotsam Island.
How? What's this?
That is a bottle containing an ancient scroll left behind by the Vacalians, the former inhabitants of Flotsam Island.
Ancient scroll, huh? Do you think it can tell me anything about these messed up winds?
Perhaps, but first, you'll have to figure out how to break the unbreakable bottle I've sealed it in.
Unbreakable bottle? Why would you do that?
Some secrets are too dangerous to fall into mortal hands, Threepwood.
Anything else you want to tell me about this scroll in the bottle?
I purchased the scroll from a bitter old pirate named Magee. Make of that what you will.
Quindi. Ehi, quello non c'era prima. La banderola segnatempo.
Guess this thing fell off the roof when I had my little LeChuck episode. I should get shouty more often. Looks like the wind gods of Flotsam are pointing that way.
Ora abbiamo una banderuola che ci segna dove tira il vento. Vediamo questa bottiglia infrangibile.
Just bet that Hemlock's map holds the secret to getting off this island and back to Elaine. But how will I get it out of that unbreakable bottle?
Dobbiamo capire come aprire questa bottiglia infrangibile.
Hey there, Threepwood. You mind if I get your pirate on the street opinion about the death cloud?
Death Cloud?
La nube della morte.
Pox of LeChuck.
The pox of LeChuck? Pox of LeChuck. Nah, too on the nose, not enough pizzazz. Death cloud is punchy. More in your face, more, ooh, I'm gonna die. Well, I got sick pirates to interview. See ya.
Guardate che adesso sono tutti infetti.
Free vowels! Get him, Wild!
I'm back.
Aye, so you are.
Verdi e butterati.
What can you tell me about this bottle?
Arr, that'd be one of me special unbreakable bottles.
Unbreakable? Ah, there isn't a bottle alive that's a match for my gift for destruction.
Che avrà distrutto qualsiasi cosa. But
Impressive.
The secret ingredients are those jagged crystal reefs. They're tougher than diamonds.
Weird. But what do you do if you want to open one of these unbreakable bottles in order to, say, look at an ancient scroll you've cleverly sealed inside?
Arr, that's a good question, lad.
una mano
Here,
verde
show you how it's
fumosa vuol
done.
dire, drago.
I use this little beauty to chip off flakes from the reefs and to crack open bottles like this one.
Whoa! So let me get this straight. Your unbreakable bottles are, in fact, opened by breaking them?
Don't get cute, Blandy. I break other things too, you know.
Ok, quindi ora sappiamo come rompere questa bottiglia. No, Allora, intanto fammi vedere questo. Ah, questo è deadline. No, allora aspetta, devo vedere il medaglione. Ecco il medaglione.
Once I get off this stupid island and find Elaine, I guess I'm gonna have to track down this Decava guy so I can find La Esponja Grande.
Proviamo a dare a lui la bottiglia.
Could you use your nifty bottle-breaking tool to break open a bottle for me?
Of course. Great. That'll be 37 pieces of 8.
No,
What?
non ho pezzi d'otto.
I haven't got any pieces of 8.
Then I guess I won't be breaking any bottles for you.
Ciao, bello. Bambino è arrivato. Dai, ma uffa, non me lo fa aprire. Vabbè. per ora. Intanto andiamo dal dentista quasi,
I'm not sure whether this is late Rococo or early creepy.
Continua a tirare il vento.
Bonjour.
Hi there. Are you a doctor?
Mais oui, I am the Marquis de Singe, former court physician to King Louis himself. And who might you be?
Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Zut alors! Your hand.
Yeah, I seem to have come down with something.
This is fantastic! We must investigate at once! Très intéressant alors. And you say your sick little hand has a mind of its own?
Yeah, it keeps hitting people, making rude gestures, doing all sorts of stuff I'd never do. Well, not without a really good reason, anyway.
Fascinating.
So, can you fix it?
Monsieur Threepwood, you have my word as a former physician of the court of King Louis that by the time you leave here, your misanthropic hand will never trouble you again.
Cosa ne ci fanno come te su flotta?
So, how did a dazzling urbanite like yourself wind up in a sleepy pirate island like Flotsam?
Ah, mon ami, that is a tale of triumph and tragedy. Many years ago, I was a young physician in the court of King Louis. Those were heady days, tending to the many ills of the aristocracy, navigating scandalous palace intrigues. I was a rising star in the scientific firmament.
And then? Then?
A conspiracy of jealous scientists accused me of performing inhuman cross-breeding experiments with the queen's poodles!
Scientists can be so catty.
The king was outraged and ordered me exiled on this deserted tropical island.
Deserted? Then you were the first?
Oui. Happily, my solitude was short-lived,
Ciao,
as the
ciao,
merry winds of
buonasera.
Flotsam have conspired to bring me many new pirate patients over the years.
Ciao, Eddie, sì, più volte. Il 3 è il mio preferito. Li sto
Scientifically
riportando
speaking,
tutti per
what
i
do you think is the
ragazzi.
cause of these crazy winds
Appena
swirling around
finiamo questo
Flotsam?
qua, si parte
yes,
con
the
Broken
winds.
Sword.
Personally, I'm convinced that they are rare, but
Che anche
perfectly
quella è una
natural
serie che
meteorological
devo far
phenomenon
conoscere,
caused by a
ragazzi, mi
Lagrange
raccomando,
inversion of the
bello.
atmospheric humors in the upper troposphere, causing a counter-cyclonic...
Forget I asked.
Incroyable!
So, Doc, what's the verdict?
Ah, monsieur, you are a very lucky man.
I am?
Ah oui, the disease spreading through your saucy little parrot hand is like nothing I've ever seen before.
That doesn't sound very lucky.
In fact, somewhere in that oozing appendage may lie the secret to life itself.
It may? Hey, nice going, hand.
I'll know more after I cut it off.
What?
Oh no.
Hey!
But of course, Monsieur Threepwood, the only cure for a hand that infected is a quick, clean amputation.
Amputation? Isn't that a little rash?
No, it's a very big rash, which is why we'll have to amputate. But not to worry, monsieur. Your hand won't feel a thing thanks to my specially concocted grog anesthetic.
Ow!
Now, if you'll just relax here a few minutes, I'll be in the back sharpening my petit guillotine blade. We don't want to cut off our hand with a dull blade now, do we?
Well, I guess you have a point there.
Au revoir!
Stiamo
What a
per essere
loon.
amputati.
At least my hand seems under control for a while. I better figure out a way out of this tastefully appointed abattoir before the Marquis de Crazy Pants comes back.
Good evening to you, Monsieur Oledan. Bonsoir.
It's a key. I can't reach it from this position. Well, that's not gonna work. This looks like it might do something interesting.
Oh, formaggio per il topolino. Costa la
Ouch.
scimmia.
That looked unpleasant.
Altro pedale.
Let's see what this does.
Please don't fiddle with my assistant instruction pedal, mon ami. It is, how you say, sensitive.
Let's see what this does.
Cadono banane.
Please don't fiddle with my assistant instruction pedal, mon ami. It is, how you say, sensitive.
Sensitive.
It's a cute little baby bell. I can't reach it from this position.
Come non ho notato? Certo. Ho letto. Che quando finirò la stream verrai per prendere l'autografo, cosa che non hai fatto quando potevi. You bad person. Faccia bad person. Allora. Immagino.
Well, that's not gonna work.
Poverino.
A stack of pictures.
Non so se posso usarle coi piedi, non credo.
The Singe is back there, sharpening his blades.
Did you say something?
No, just talking to myself. I do that sometimes.
You know I can cure that too.
No thanks, I'm good.
As you wish.
Ole, non puoi fare gli autografi se non ti fai vedere.
Well,
Come
that's
fai?
not gonna work. Feats don't fail me now. Score 1 for the pirate with the pointy feet.
Ok.
I can't reach him from here. I hope this works, or I'm about to throw away a perfectly good key.
Tieni, scimmietta. Molto brava, scimmietta.
Jacques! Bad monkey! After I take care of Monsieur Sweetwood, it's back in the box for you.
Listen, Monkey, if you and I work together, we can both bust out of this joint. What do you say? Are you with me?
Vai.
That's the universal symbol for yes.
Go. Molto brava, scimmietta. Ok.
It's a pedal that causes that machine over there to go crazy.
Scimmia.
Let's see what this does.
Banana per scimmia.
Bananas from heaven! Thanks, Banana God.
Siamo diventati Andy Colpo, sì, hai visto? Con la sua scimmietta. Bene, adesso lei capisce tutto e la fa partire.
Sorry.
Torna qui. Ok.
It's a cute little bell that makes the monkey play with that picture machine over there.
Vai. Ah, è o questa o quella? Sempre Ole.
Wait a sec. Is he enjoying this?
Sì, ti piace? Ti piace la scossa? Allora.
The monkey knocked over that picture of my hand, but I can't reach it from here. All right, feet, make yourselves useful. All right, a gross picture of my grosser hand. Things are looking up.
Vai.
Whoops, I meant to do that.
Dobbiamo farla mettere alla scimmia però. Ok. Vai, scimmietta. Chiave.
That's the key Singe used to lock me down. If only it weren't so far away.
Ok. Adesso scossa. Presa.
Wow, an electromagnetic monkey! I had a dream like that once. Only it was an iguana, not a monkey. And instead of a key, it was an ice cream cone.
Notte buona.
Plus, I was in my underwear for some reason. Wow, he seems excited about something.
Come here. Dammi la chiave, Teng.
Come on, Jacques, bring me the key. What is it, boy? Are you hungry? Do you need to go to the bathroom? It's the bathroom, isn't it? I could swear I've seen a monkey do that before.
Deve vedere, deve portarla all'essere umano. Cioè a me. Bravo, Jacques.
That's it. Come on, you magnificent magnetic monkey.
Con la lingua.
Gotcha! Now, to work the key into the lock.
Yay!
Ta-da!
Monsieur Threepwood, what do you think you're doing? Get back on the table at once.
Sorry, Doc, but I think I should get a second opinion. Thanks for numbing up my hand, though. All that flailing and slapping was getting on my nerves.
Wait!
E intanto la scimmia si dà la scossa da sola.
Wait! Stop! I must have your beautiful dirty-fine hand! Come on! Slovenly parrots! Leaving their trash floating all over the place! A parrot hunter, eh?
E ora abbiamo un cacciatore di pirati alle calcagna. Ma sono le 11. Quindi salviamo qui, dove c'è appunto il pirata irascibile. Alla spiaggia di Flotsam. Ah, bellino, il quinto capitolo, lo adoro. Allora che ne dite? Vi gusta questo Monkey Island 5? Quella scimmietta mi ricordava molto quella di Survivalist, non ricordo il suo nome. Sampdani? O Davide? O Prak? Ne avevamo 3. Eh sì, no, ne avevamo un po'. Rap. Sempre bello, vero? È un sacco carino. Oh, felice che vi stia piacendo. Molto felice. Ciao, uomo focaccina. Arriva il momento della fattoria. Ma vedrete settimana prossima il momento della fattoria. Sì, no, è ora di nannina in realtà, perché sono cotta, raga, sto covando l'influenza, mi sa. Infatti, boh, logo un attimo su Genshin, finisco l'energia e poi vado a dormire. Sono stanca morta. Ah, influenza incoming. Blaze, grazie per i 38 mesi. Grazie mille. No, Giulia, no, dai. Ciao Blaze, grazie per questi 38 mesi di supporto. Ti ringrazio tantissimo per tutti questi anni in cui sei qua con noi. Spero di averti qua con noi ancora per tanto tempo. Sì, no, cercherò di riposare nonostante l'orecchio, esatto. Anzi, fammi togliere le cuffie, va? Che, ecco, che meno le tengo meglio è, che l'orecchio lo devo lasciare libero. Bene, guys, io vado a nannina. Spero che vi sia piaciuta la live di oggi. Sì, Davide. No, ma poi è rimasta solo la tacchettina e ho qualcosina. Dopo vedo cosa mi è rimasto di me. Anche a voi, ragazzi. Buonanotte. Grazie per la compagnia. Ci vediamo domani alle 14. Ciao, amici. Grazie ancora. Notte a tutti e buon riposo. Ciao.